60 kilometers outside Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan, a small band of hopeful, hardy men waits in vain to be hired for a day job. Persistent rain stops most hiring, so only the most determined bother to come.
On a good day, we'll all come out. There are men and women, and when a potential employer comes, we all rush up to him, and on a good day, we'll earn 150 soms.
Despite the lack of work, Turgan Ali is determined that today he'll buy his 4 children meat, an expense he can ill afford. He also manages oil and pasta. But there's nothing left for vegetables. The Kyrgyz Republic is particularly vulnerable because 500,000 of its 5 million people work abroad, mostly in Russia, and the money they send home helps keep the economy afloat.
One very serious impact we see is the increase in food prices. And there's been an astronomical 50% increase in the cost of food from 2007. And this has created food insecurity among large segments of the population. So this is a very serious concern.
Turgan Ali is amongst 800,000 Kyrgyz people often uncertain where their next meal is coming from. Most vulnerable are the young. Almost half of all Kyrgyz children live in poverty, and that means they often lack the nourishment their growing bodies need for their physical and mental development. It's something that plays heavily on Turgan Ali's mind.
No, I don't think they get enough nourishment. Sometimes I give them one thing, sometimes another, but it's never enough.
Now a single father, Turgan Ali works, cooks and raises 4 children on his own, so he's got no time to keep up with global events, although he knows some things brought them right to his doorstep.
I come home late in the evening and I have no time to read newspapers. I only think about feeding the children. Most families find it difficult to afford food, and there are families worse off than mine.
To help deal with malnutrition, UNICEF has worked with the government to ensure additional nutrients are, by law, added to all bread flour sold in Kyrgyzstan.
So although the diets of families, the quality of diets has been decreasing due to the rising cost of food, people are eating more bread. Fortunately now, the bread will be fortified with these important micronutrients.
In the meantime, Turgan Ali's intention is to make sure that he and his children will ride out the hard times together and to give them a better future.
I'm determined they'll continue their education. This is what I think. It's what I hope for.
As for the children, well, they have plans of their own that very much include their father.
I want to do well and finish school so I can work after school and help my father.
I just want to be happy with my father.
This is Peter George in Kyrgyzstan for UNICEF Television.